Hey everybody, welcome to Camp. Oh, now he did the thing. Hey everybody, welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast. We talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. live on Twitch. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We got Jacob. Forgive us, Father, for what we've done. Pinkston, Jacob, how are you doing? E.T.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good. Adderall and coffee mix well. So that's all I'm going to say. Next, we got Jay. They took him, McClintock. Also, Jay McSkyfire. Jay, how are you, sir?
I am lovely.
And also very tired. You had a long day. So hopefully we can keep you awake during this cast and have a good one. Next, we've got David. Probe me, bro. Chess. I'm excited to go with that. David, how are you, sir?
I feel better now.
Oh, geez. All right. We got Hobby. We're sticking to the story. Byron, Hobby, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. And finally, we've got Ethan. I told you, Chuckleheads, the story was never going to work. Eastwood. Ethan, how are you, sir?
Doing great. I didn't end up with probe me, bro.
Probe me, bro. So, guys, we are going to be talking Fire in the Sky. Release date, March 12th, 1993. Running time, 109 minutes with a budget of $15 million. Box office take of $19.9 million. Based on a true story, an Arizona logger mysteriously disappears for 5 days in an alleged encounter with a flying saucer in 1975. His coworkers endure ridicule and contempt as they are wrongly accused of murder. So that is what we are talking about. Javi has disappeared from the cast.
Back.
He's back.
He's back.
So guys, Fire in the Sky. History, real quick. Let's start with Jake. He picked the movie. So Jake, what's your history with the movie?
12 or 13 years old, flipping through the channels one day, and I see DB Sweeney underneath a table with some lady yelling at him, and then all of a sudden it cuts to the scene.
Man.
The scene.
I had no idea what I was watching at the time. I was mesmerized by it. It creeped me out at the same time. I was young, and as soon as the scene was over, I was like, holy shit. And I went and grabbed the TV guide and looked at what it was. And saw that it was coming on at 2 a.m. So I set the VCR to record it that evening. That way I could watch the full thing the following day. And that's where I started to love it. I don't know. I've always been fascinated by UFOs and aliens and shit. So this one always stuck out for me.
Fuck yeah. And you said it, the scene, that's what the movie's all about. So once you got there, we'll talk more about if the rest of the movie worked for you when you finally got to watch it after the VCR recorded it. But David, did you see this one in theaters? You seem to see everything in theaters. Have you seen this before?
I almost exact same story with Jake, except for I was a lot older. Yeah, in '93 was when I was in my grunge band, and so I did nothing but play grunge music in Florida and take acid and mushrooms for like 10 years. So I hardly saw it. I mean, I never went to the movies at all probably back then. Anyway, same thing with Jake. HBO or some kind of show happened to have it on, and saw the scene came on fairly soon, and I was like, what just happened? And eventually found it again and watched the whole thing. So yeah, loved it.
Fuck yeah. Jay, have you got history with this movie?
Yes and no. Today was the first time I'd ever actually saw it all the way through.
So you've seen the scene before.
I've seen the scene. This movie was one of the, like, in my opinion, like growing up, this movie was shoved, like it only took in like, what'd you say, 19 million?
Yeah, 19.5.
But it was not for a lack of trying. I saw trailers for this movie all the time. And on top of that, it was usually on the back of every single comic book I was reading about, January to March 1993. They really, really pushed this movie hard. But man, I don't know.
The poster was amazing, though, man.
It was. I got nothing against it. I think, I don't know. I think I might have been aliened out at the time. It just didn't speak to me. But when I found out we were doing it for this, I watched it today, and I'm glad I saw it older because I have a definite huge respect for it. And a lot of people talked about the stand-up performance of Robert Patrick.
Absolutely.
And they said that so about 7 years after this movie, David Duchovny left the X-Files, and people said that there was a chance that Bruce Campbell was going to replace him, but I don't know. Chris Carter saw Robert Patrick's performance in this, and just his kind of the way he's reacting to this whole extraterrestrial scenario, and they ended up casting him, and he was on there for I think a year or two. So they said this movie really helped him in a lot of ways. This was his first really good acting role, and I can see it. I think he really steals the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Javi, Mr. Schmokes-a-lot, caught you in the act, first of all. Secondly, I'm going to out you on this. You were a little bit nervous to watch this again, weren't you?
First of all, there's no need to be outed. This movie terrified me as a young little one. So, yeah, it disturbed the fuck out of me. I remember the first time, picture it. Javi Baez, summer of 1995. Young boy growing up in 261 Maple Street, Perth Amboy, New Jersey, and my cousin's third-story walk-up. I was walking home from school. My brother was watching Fire in the Sky, and I got in that scene with D.B. Sweeney's eye and the chicken skin blanket, just and I was just stuck in from that moment on. I was just I gotta finish this movie, and I regretted finishing that movie that fucking day. It's terrible. I don't think I slept for 3 days. That was a week ruiner, boys.
Oh,
yeah. And Javi actually said that to me. He goes, "It's a bit of a day ruiner," and I was prepared for that.
I was thinking the same thing after I got done with it. It wasn't a total day ruiner, but it leaves a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it tries. It tries. It cues the ET music in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey, it ain't all bad.
Yeah.
It ain't all bad.
Yeah.
So Ethan, you never saw it before, right? Continuing the trend.
Per usual, I have no history with this movie. This was my first time watching through, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. I watched maybe the first 30 minutes of it, and then I started Payday 2 and would periodically pause it as the movie got interesting. So
that's all right. It's all right. No one's judging.
Fair enough.
It does,
for everybody.
It does have a 1970s porn feel to it, where there's a lot of dialogue, but you just want to fast forward to the money shot, which is the guy getting raped by aliens.
The entire time we were talking up this movie, y'all kept talking about this probe scene and shit. And I'm like, oh god, when is it gonna show up? When is it gonna show up? Yeah, that's exactly it. There's so much talking, not enough probing.
Well, let's
talk
about it. Let's talk about it. 100%. No, this movie is. Go ahead, Javi.
No, I was just gonna say, isn't it weird that we're a camp slash and we only have one camper, and that's always Ethan because he's never seen the fucking movie?
Oh,
I never saw it.
So it's just 6 camp counselors and one camper.
He's still a counselor. He's just the youngest one. So let's talk about it. The movie is like 2 different movies, or one movie with a great money shot, like David said at the end of it, and it's like a Lifetime movie for guys who love alien and paranormal. It is. Yeah. I don't know if it works, but we'll get into it. The movie begins with the truck, driving out of control through the woods, trying to get away from something. You don't know what it is, and the boys go into the tavern, and they're all acting a little bit off, especially Elliot from E.T., who looks really shooken up. And so begins the murder.
Great casting, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Henry Thomas.
Here. That was great. Great casting.
Genius move.
Yeah, and so we get the boys, and the murder mystery begins. And I'm telling you right now, I never at any point didn't believe them, and I think you're supposed to not believe them. But maybe it's because the movie was kind of spoiled for me, or the money shot was. But I mean, did you guys buy into the idea that they might have killed him at any time?
No.
Not once.
I mean, the whole poster is him being abducted by an alien. So.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on.
This is the Avengers movie of that guy 80s actors. When you've got
dude
Craig Schaefer, Peter Berg, and I used to have this weird thing where I used to always confuse Mark Singer with Kevin Bacon. I know it's kind of weird, but I also used to always confuse D.B. Sweeney with Peter Berg.
And they're in both of the same movie.
And I'm like, oh my god, I think the Matrix is glitched.
Didn't Peter Berg? Isn't he a director now?
Yeah, he directed Battleship.
He also brought Friday Night Lights to the TV, and that's a phenomenal movie.
No, he's had some good hits, phenomenal. Yeah, Battleship is pretty bad.
Ooh, yeah. Felt like a Michael Bay
like
Jr.
his
movie.
acting career in Aspen Extreme.
What about Shocker though, man? Shocker is amazing.
Yeah.
But Aspen Extreme, oh my God, that was right before this. He's like, I'm going to the top. I'm going to Fire in the Sky after this.
You know what? My issue with this movie, and I love the actor, but I thought the James Garner casting was bad, and this is why. James Garner shows up, and it automatically feels like a Lifetime movie.
Yes, I know.
It really does, man. And the casting is great except for him. And I thought he did a great job, but he feels so TV that all of a sudden, to me, it turned into like a TV type of drama.
Are you like Rockford's on the case? What's going on?
Man. Yeah.
I don't know.
Brett Maverick.
See, I don't know him from that.
Then they got Noble Willingham from Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout, man.
Those two guys, they should have just had their own buddy bumbling cop movie.
Craig Schaefer was a fucking ham in this, though.
He's
his
always
actor
a
with the
ham.
glasses.
I know, but his acting was like, you kind of believed it, but then he's like trying to play like a stereotypical Mexican guy or something whenever he's hanging out with his buddies and shit, rolling dice out there.
I would love to know the one Craig Schaefer movie where he's not just
The Program.
Oh, that's like, dude, you might as well just put a snout on him in that movie. I'm 33 years old, but I'm the quarterback.
Yes, you wolves.
Who was that? Dallas?
Nah,
Yeah.
That's
Dallas.
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 Well, let's talk about, because there's like three actors that matter in this. Robert Patrick, who plays Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. I swear to God, the whole time that's but a better version of it, because he killed it, and I didn't realize who it was for the first 40 minutes, and then I went, "Holy fuck, that's." Yeah, I didn't. I was like, "Holy shit, it's T2 coming after me." Like,
He's not acting like a robot.
Yeah, dude, but he was awesome in this movie. He brought, like, every time he's on screen, like, you feel his pain and you feel his sorrow and you feel that he doesn't know how to explain what they saw. And like, that's the problem. If they were trying to build a mystery, it's not possible, because he's so genuine in the role and he's so humble, or not. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Whenever,
go ahead.
Whenever he does the scene in the church where they're all gathered there talking about it, and he gets off that monologue, he's like, "What the fuck? I'll go to work with you. Our kids go to school together." That shit was great, man.
And you believe he knew every one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they all sheepishly. Yeah.
There's an extended scene where he actually talks to every single person in the church, but it took about 5 hours.
I know where you live. Your address is 4712 Main Street. Guys, this is a 4-hour movie.
He was method. All right, but
was that beard method at the end? Holy shit!
Oh man, that was badass.
Yeah. I like that the costume department was like, "Okay, here's your beard and the shirt," and he's like, "Fuck that! I don't need no sleeves. I live in the woods now."
I thought he had taken on a new career as like an alien hunter or something, and DB Sweeney had come to join the cause.
Oh my god!
And they were gonna wreak, they're gonna unleash some justice, some Arizona justice.
Fire from the Sky 2, Armageddon.
This snowflake don't melt.
Yeah.
I watched the shit out of that.
No, they just wanted to go back to their little empty motorcycle lot, and that's it.
Right.
Fucking motorcycle.
Empty.
I mean, you guys listen.
Motors, man.
The only thing that this movie needed at the very end was them hunting the aliens and then probing them and just fucking Deliverance butt fucking them and making them squeal like a pig and raping the shit out of those aliens and then curbing their mouths at the very end.
Oh my god,
the end scene.
And then you get the Terminator music going.
Yes.
And then he turns into liquid metal and we all go, "We do it! We do it!"
Yeah, we know it.
You really wanted it to be a porno, didn't you, David?
Yes.
It kind of was.
But it kind of was.
Well, I'm the only one that jerked off during the rape scene. I was the only one that was jerking off when the guy had this shit all over his hand. I mean, that right there, my dick was like, "Okay, we're jerking off, right?"
My dick got like that when the milk was in his eye.
Okay, it's gonna be one of those casts. Good night, fellas.
What do you mean one of those casts? That's every cast.
It's every cast.
It's like every other cast these days.
Hey, did you guys get the feeling that the makers of The Matrix saw that scene when he was coming out of his cocoon and was like, "Hey, let's do that scene"?
I agree. I would agree.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Let's get some congealed fat and throw it on top of Keanu Reeves.
Well, number
Ethan
one,
hasn't seen The Matrix.
said
What?
that?
Ethan hasn't seen the
Wait.
Matrix.
I haven't seen the Matrix.
Number two, that I do want to bring that up when we talk
I
about
wanna
the
watch
scene.
it.
Which it's hard to talk about the beginning of the movie because it is so slow paced and it is like a murder mystery, or are they keeping a secret? Are they not? What's going on? There's enough character development. Dallas is a fucking asshole. Can't stand him, but you're not supposed to be able to stand him. You know, the fact that he's threatening
He's a drifter.
Travis Walton,
Yeah.
and that he's knocking
That
down trees by
chainsaw
him.
scene. Yeah,
Chainsaw.
he's just right in
Yeah.
his face. Like, what the fuck?
And then I was like, chainsaw battle. Let's go.
Gonna have
Mandy.
a chainsaw fight.
That would be sweet. I'm a lumberjack, baby. But I mean, it all builds up to the scene, and like it's other. We said like the only other good thing is really the interrogation where they have like the what is it called, the
Polygraph?
lie detector. Yeah, polygraph. Which I'm sitting there going, don't take that. Never take the polygraph ever, because
Well, take
people
the
fail it.
polygamy graph.
If you're
No,
telling the
dude.
truth, what does it matter?
No, because people still fail them when they tell the truth.
You get
Polygraph
paranoid,
is
your heart rate spikes, you're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
you're just in
there's
a bad
a reason
situation.
why they don't allow them to be admissible in court.
In court.
And why do you think every person on Maury is a liar?
You're not the father.
See?
The polygrapher too. He was deceptive. Am I wearing a white shirt? Don't look at my shirt. Don't look at my shirt. Am I wearing a white shirt? This is entrapment.
But that was the whole thing. Like that was going to turn the community around. That's the thing that I didn't understand. Like they were going to take this.
Just supposed to change their public perception of the group, I guess.
And that's what's so weird is he cares about the public perception, and then you see at the end it seems like he's went and lived by himself, and he no longer cares. Mike, the character, no
Because
longer
he
cares
felt
about-
guilty for leaving Travis there.
Is that what it was? So
The last
yeah.
time you see him is because he's in the hospital and Travis comes out of his catatonic state and looks at him. He's like, "You left me," and he got upset. He's like, "Whoa!" They were yelling and whatever else, and that's the last time you see him. So I think he just had the burden of guilt.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've been watching some Travis Walton stuff, the actual Travis Walton. the
Boring, man.
Yeah, dude.
What a
Fuck, that
fucking boring listen, dude.
that
I'm
Joe
looking
Rogan
forward to
fucking
Joe Rogan.
interview was so boring.
It's
dude.
like
And he
listening
hummed
to
and
your
owned.
fucking octogenarian grandfather talk about some fucking shit that happened, as long as he's as old alive. I mean, the story's all muddled. He doesn't have anything real to say about it. It's like,
I think
it's off
he was.
topic too much.
I think he was either high or drunk though, because I watched other interviews with him and he was on point and he actually
Okay.
had his shit together.
It's called dementia.
Well, it could be but he said that the guys did leave, but they ended up coming back. It wasn't 5 guys; it was 7 guys who were in the
Holy
group.
shit.
In the
No
movie,
burgers.
they took it down to 5, and all the alien abduction scene was totally Hollywood. It is totally made up. That none of that is what happened. He said
Yeah,
the only,
because it'd be way boring if they
Yeah.
didn't do that.
basically he
his
woke.
version sucked.
Yeah, he woke up on a bed and the aliens came up to him and he threatened him with one of their weapons that were on, or tools that were on the side of the bed. And that was about the entirety of it. And then he woke up 5 days later and naked, and that was pretty much it. That was the whole story. So this movie, I think we got to get to the scene because that's what we really want to talk about, I think, is the money shot, like David said. That's the good stuff. Go ahead, Hobby.
I'm sorry. His real story is that he just threatened the aliens when he woke up.
Yeah.
Get away from me, aliens! I got one of your scalpel thingies.
I reckon you best let me go.
What happened was
I'm a lumberjack.
all his friends were making fun of him for getting butt fucked by aliens. So he was like, "That ain't what happened. I told them I'd butt fuck them first, and I took
did
out one of
butt
the
fuck one of
whippers. I took it right because you know things about aliens' butts. They real tight. They are real tight,
Them
man.
out with one
Like
punch,
teenage
and I
tight.
butt
That's how
fucked
tight
one
they
of
is. And I told him, I said, you get away from here, alien. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna sell a book. And I made the book and I wrote it, but then the Hollywood homosexuals came over and they wanted to get me to be the rapist. And I said, you better not do that. And I was like, one day I'll get on Joe Rogan and I'll tell a real boring story.
It was.
Made
I'm
me
gonna
be
get
the
on
one
that
what
guy
was
from
butt
News
fucked.
Radio Show.
Yeah.
God, Brian.
Poor Ethan. Look at Ethan up there. He's just so disturbed. Was it the teenage butt fucking that bothered you?
Hit a little close to home, I guess. Still close enough to that age bracket there, David.
Sorry. How old are you?
24. So.
Oh, bro, you're way out of that age bracket.
Yeah,
You're
don't
not
flatter
24, are
yourself, you fucking asshole.
Oh,
How
he's so
modest.
24,
young.
23?
So,
I don't remember.
so young, so
Somewhere
young,
in
and
there.
so sweet.
Bye, Ethan. We had a
Where
good
you going?
podcast.
Where you going? Get back here. Walk
Let's
slower.
Slash is
Ethan,
knocking
walk.
down
No,
all the actions
turn
of
around. I
David.
can't
turn
see
around,
you.
bro.
Turn around, bro. Come on, 24-year-old.
You
All
gotta,
right.
you gotta let us
Let's-
probe you, bro.
Let's talk about the probing because that's what we want to get to. In
Yes.
1993, I think this scene would have been amazing. But I think, like Jay said, The Matrix stole it, and therefore, was that you said that, Jay?
No, y'all. One of y'all talked about the him coming out of the cocoon like it was the Matrix. That was all.
Yes, I think The Matrix stole the good parts of the scene.
Dude, it's almost shot for shot.
yeah,
It's crazy how much
And
it is. And I don't mean to cut you off now, but I think that scene where he falls out and he's floating and he's in front of the light, that's fucking art, man.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
a
dude.
beautiful fucking shot.
Yeah.
how do you
It really
think
is.
they did
All
that?
that is.
It's well, I mean, back then, I mean, CGI wasn't huge, but they were still able to erase, because it's all wire.
Yeah.
It's all wire, but they were still able to erase it because you don't see any wire at
No.
all. But that's all wire.
I think they had
suspension.
tilted set at certain points also.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked like mostly wires the way he was floating.
But it was gorgeous, man. That shot
it was great.
of him floating in front of that thing is so
Yeah, whenever
so
he first
beautiful.
comes out and he gets the shit on his hands and he's trying to hold on to the rocks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's all.
It's a very like watch it because I hadn't seen this in years, and watching it again, it is very triggering for me because I am extremely fearful. I have claustrophobia. My biggest fear is drowning and suffocating, and my biggest fear is being
Right.
buried alive. And seeing that scene in him is so claustrophobic, and then when he gets that over his mouth, it was like a panic attack almost. So
Yeah.
it's so
Screaming
it's so
was
effective.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so visceral.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, and the fact that it's all practical effects. There's no, and that's why I'm so glad this movie didn't come out in like '96 because they would have been
everything
like
would have been
CGI.
fucking CGI. Yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been
CGI,
shit, and
CGI.
it wouldn't have held up at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I mean, the puppetry is amazing in this. And also, I think it's really cool what they did. They did the little trick where they used the spacesuits to make it look like how everyone perceived aliens to look,
Right.
which is gray with the big eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, those are just their suits. Then you take them off and they all look like creepy Jeff Dunham puppets.
Fuck yeah.
No, they look like
Yeah.
Groot. Don't they look
Yeah.
like Groot? Did they
Oh,
look
yeah.
like-
Story
Yeah.
IT, bro.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
rotten potatoes.
Yeah, I
But
literally
they're so creepy.
Oh yeah.
It could have been, I mean,
They look like rock
you could,
They
you
look
could
like
put
bulimic ETs.
yeah.
they look
You
like
could
what?
put bulimic ET.
ETs.
Bulimic ETs.
It also felt like a Tool music video. Like you could put
Yeah.
Oh,
a
yeah.
Tool song
Prison sex.
and yeah,
Metal
prison sex.
Summer.
Put that on the background. And,
Yeah.
it was, but it was, dude. It was done so well. It was done. So, okay, I'm done ranting about how I fucking.
No,
surfed.
you're
That was
fine.
the best
Good,
part.
Ethan.
That was good. Just wanted to shout out Red Nebula Pictures, Dan Danzy. Thank you
Hey,
for
what up,
gifting
Dan?
2 subs, 2 tier 1
Thank you, Dan.
subs
Thanks, brother.
to a couple
Appreciate
of
you.
our viewers. Thank you,
Yay.
buddy.
Love you, man. Whatever. Part of that floating scene also that whenever he's going back up and he sticks his hand into another one of the cocoons that has
Yes.
somebody.
He's got that
Yeah,
decrepit
dude, that
body in
was
there.
fucking
Ugh.
Yes.
great little jump scare right there. You
Yeah.
know, you're not like, are there more people here? And then
Yeah.
they fucking just reveal it straight up, like, holy shit, dude, that guy's like still alive, but he's halfway eaten out. Like,
Oh, that was so. You know what it reminded me of? Hey, didn't it look like the one of the corpses from Life Force? It had like
Yes.
that Life Force look to it.
yeah, a little bit.
I was gonna say the other thing that's interesting about that is, was he about to be the same? Let me get some more. Was he about to have the same thing done with him, where they totally forgot where he was, or they just left him in there to like disintegrate, just like that other person?
I have a theory. I believe
Okay.
that the other person, they were a little bit too rough on the anal probing, and they killed him by mistake. No, I'm serious. And so this time they're like, okay, let's focus on the eyes and the mouth this time, and maybe we won't kill our subject.
Well, they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
plan for him to get out either, though. You know, like he caught them all off guard.
Yeah,
So it's like maybe they actually do something with them while they're inside that cocoon. This is just like, well, you're already out here, so
He
we're
got
just
out
gonna...
of the cocoon, so maybe he
Yeah.
couldn't be used anymore.
I don't know
for-
what to call it. The cocoon sarcophagus.
No, it's a cocoon.
No,
I call
cocoon
it
is
cocoon.
perfect. Yeah.
I like on the side of the cocoon, it almost has like a microchip look.
It looked like
has-
it had fucking
Yeah, when he
wires
put his
or-
fucking hand out it too.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
that
cool.
was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. How about the actual when they get him on the table and they put like the weird chicken skin over him and it sucks in. And then
the
Ethan
dust
Ethan kept
falling
on
down.
this to me earlier, where he's like, "How scary is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
with that
dude, the
coming at you.
fucking needle coming
Yeah.
at you, and then the
Ethan,
fucking
stop.
he's screaming it, and they just shove that fucking brown jelly in his fucking mouth, like here
Yeah,
you go.
no,
and
shut
they
up, bitch.
Oh,
Feed a
Fuck.
tube down his fucking throat.
again, that you get that suffocation feeling.
Oh,
But how beautiful was that scene when that dust was falling down,
yeah.
and then the camera's back, and it almost looks like a painting. Like,
Well,
it was-
yeah,
it was
just him on the
really
table
beautiful.
and them
Yes.
operating on him.
And the stuff coming down. It was absolutely gorgeous.
It's a nightmare scenario. It definitely
I
is.
mean, yeah, they looked like they took a fucking drill or crank screwdriver or something and drilled it into the back of his throat. At least that's what it looked like. And then follow that up with the fucking needle thing.
Yeah, they
That
all
whole scene
connect.
was just-
He's got a
Yeah.
piece in his throat. He's got the one in his mouth, and they connect those two. And then the fucking eye laser coming down. You know, the director wanted to use the Kubrick fucking eye splitter,
Yeah.
but that caused too many injuries for Malcolm McDowell. So like, okay, we'll get something that kind of looks like it. But that's a fucking badass scene, dude.
But that the shot right before it cuts of him with the eye thing. I love the way the little scalpel slices it open.
Yes.
And kind of the skin expands.
Yes.
But that's another beautiful like painting. I would love to see that as a painting. That that whole shot right there.
Get on it, Hobby.
Gorgeous.
yeah, Javi. What do you,
Yeah.
Javi? Yes, start painting.
I'm gonna look it up right now and see if I can do it. Hold on.
That would be amazing.
Jay, what did you think of the whole thing? Did it hold up for you, or did you think it was subpar? Because I'm with you guys that I like it, but I don't think it's as great as maybe you guys think it is. Because I was expecting some real scary shit, and I'm terrified of aliens. Jake,
You're
you
over
know
here
this.
like saying that you don't like me doing
I
this.
don't like that. I
So
don't like that part.
Well, hey Duck, do you think it's a case of everyone talking it up so much?
Yes,
And so,
100%. That's what it is.
Yeah,
What it
because
is
with Jake and I, we came across this by mistake. And if you come across this movie without hearing anyone say, "Oh man, this is the greatest, creepiest, scariest thing ever," then you're gonna, you have no expectations. But man, coming across this thing, especially because back then and really ever since, no one's really done the aliens like this.
Right.
No.
They're
well, has
almost like
anyone done the
steampunk.
abduction scene again? Is there ever been an abduction scene?
I mean,
like
there's been
this
other
in a movie?
abduction movies, but I don't think anything like that. I mean, you could say like what was it? Close Encounters had the abduction of the little kid, but there's no probing involved. I mean, really,
God.
if you
I'm
go back,
so disappointed.
if you go,
anyways.
Jesus. If you go back and watch that Close Encounters scene where the little kid gets taken by the aliens, that's actually true horror. Like that is done so well and so scary. But then at the end, you realize, oh, they're just nice.
Right.
Thank God, no
That's
probing
kind
there.
of like the underwater aliens in the abyss also.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
Hey, that was a
What?
good movie.
Abyss is pretty good. It's just alien underwater.
This is dope.
No, it's not, because Alien Underwater is scary. Those aliens were pussies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were like, you
This
have
is
a
great
nuclear
sci-fi.
bomb. You have a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
All right,
We're a fan of
Jay.
you.
But
Jay,
in the
you
Abyss,
didn't like it, did
Humans
you?
were the aliens.
Did you like
Ooh.
the abduction scene or not? I wasn't sure. You hadn't said anything.
No, I've been listening. No, I mean, it's fine. It's cool. The one thing that kind of like threw me off guard. It's like, they're really giving him the business, and then he just wakes up with his family around him, and he goes, I'm gonna go see Robert Patrick, and the movie ends. Like
Yes, Jay.
there's no
Yeah.
closure. Like
Yeah.
like there's so like David, you said it's the money shot. I think they're working you up for the money shot, and then it cuts to the credits.
Well,
Like-
that's the story. Nothing else happened after that.
Sure,
So,
I mean, I get it. I'm just
like,
saying,
in real life, nothing happened after that. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
what I'm saying,
he's
like,
back, he got probed.
I mean, yeah,
Wanna move on.
sure. If they were going for a complete, honest retelling, at least in that regard, then bravo, I guess. I don't know, but the guy said it himself that they Hollywoodized the shit out of
Yeah.
that. So why couldn't they just go further and like maybe show his escape, or like,
I will agree with you, Jay, that it is kind of anticlimactic.
it's
sure.
kinda
Very.
it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
it's
you're right.
Yeah.
the
You're right.
textbook definition.
You know what it is?
of anticlimactic.
It's like at the video store I worked at, we had pornos. They were like PG pornos where the camera would pan down to where they're about to be fucking, and before you saw intercourse, the camera would pan away to a plant.
Yeah.
And so it
We
was
got a
kinda
window.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you were getting to the penetration, but they're like,
All
nope,
right. All right.
this
It's about
county
to
we're in
happen.
doesn't
Yeah.
allow. Nope. Here's a close up of a plant.
Right.
Oh,
Look at this
fucking turn
ficus.
again.
Yeah.
a billion
Fucking ficus.
Aloe vera.
So like a billion years ago, when I'd actually rent porn on cable, and it's funny, like when it came to, I was joking, but like the money shot, it would always fade to black. And they'd show full penetration and everything, but it's
But
like
when
we're
you
not
show the
gonna,
orgasm.
no orgasms here. So
Nobody did here.
and I felt like they might have taken that from this movie. They said,
Well, that's the director used to
Yeah, I was
direct
gonna
cable
say. I was
porn.
gonna say that was his shtick.
And then once again, let's appreciate Jake's shirt that says sluts. That's all I'm
Oh
going to
yeah.
say.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
And without
Javi, you
sluts,
didn't have
we
much
wouldn't
to
have
say.
Halloween.
There you
look.
go. Javi, you didn't have much to say about the alien abduction scene. What was the part that
look at
really
that.
got you in that?
Everything, like the fucking alien rape,
Loved it.
pretty much like took me out of the whole movie. I was just kind of like, fuck. It just brought back all those memories from when I saw it as a kid. Like, I didn't want to keep watching it, but the little weirdo in me was just like, yeah, let's just see what happens. And I remember, like, I saw this movie after I hit puberty again. I don't have two puberties. When I initially...
That's what it sounded like.
He just hit second puberty whenever he was.
Does that mean I'll get to have puberty again?
Yes,
Maybe one day,
you hit
David, if
first
you believe hard enough.
but
And
have
you're
you hit
about to-
second
and you
puberty?
drink your milk and you
You're
take your
about to
vitamins, you
hit
can hit second puberty.
menopause.
No, after you hit second puberty, you
All right,
watched it again.
after I hit puberty, I saw the movie again, and something happened, and it kind of like built up a kink for me.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh yeah.
Like that
He
whole
likes to be suffocated. He wants to be in a giant fucking
Yes.
condom.
a little bit like that. That's why I was like, "Fuck! Why is this turning me on so much?" Just like, fuck.
You sick mother.
Well,
I
if you look
know.
at that last scene is very S&M. The last scene of him
Yes,
being
it
like
is.
tied down, it's very
Yes, it is.
S&M.
Yeah, it is.
Which
Well,
explains
yeah.
Javi.
why I jerk off to it all the time. I mean, it just,
I
it
just
makes
hit second
sense.
I'm learning way more about all of you right now than I've ever wanted to know.
Hold on.
Hobby's like a hobbit. He's got second protected, second puberty.
I literally hit second puberty there. I went, Javi. Listen, dude, you've got to go to the dungeon. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm down to going to the dungeon, bro. You know where I stand on that shit.
I know. I'm just
All
saying.
right,
you
move
can
the fuck
interpret it.
on.
Hey, can we do it? Can we do a live Horrocast for the dungeon?
That would
Hell
be dope.
yeah, they would probably allow it. They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
down
I could
there.
be hanging.
Let
in
them
the
know
back
who
of
we
the whip.
are. You know, we got.
I like the way Ducky's talking right now because he's been there a lot. He can just tell where he's like, yeah, they let me in. I'm a regular.
Sure
I think bacon's good on Thursday.
So I agree with Jay. The movie just kind of ends, and it's like they're like, I don't want the aliens to come back and probe me, and then the movie's over. So I mean, you watch it for the fucking probe scene. You watch it for the invasion and like the creepiness of that. Like, I love whoever said it's like a Tool video. Just play some shizzum behind that and get that going. Thank you, David. And it's just one of those things. It's like the rest of the movie is all foreplay to get to that money shot.
Yeah.
Boom, good to go. But I do agree with Jay. It keeps going, and it's a dick tease of a money shot because what happens at the end. I wanted a little bit more, but that also might have been because it was built up for me. I don't know.
Did you catch the creepiest scene in the when he was being dragged through the hall?
The floating shoes.
The floating baby shoes.
Yeah.
That was.
That was a cool
that's
fucking
so sad.
shot. That was
Yeah,
a cool
man.
fucking shot, man. I noticed that also.
I guess we're not going to see that clip. Thanks, Doug.
That's so sad, man. Let me
just play that 9-minute clip of the
whole
alien
scene.
spaceship scene.
The whole
Yeah.
alien scene. That would be rocking. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about the movie?
I would like to say that I was surprised because I didn't see it when it came out. I was surprised it didn't do better. because it's not a horrible movie. And what's the Rotten Tomato? It's not very good. It's like I think 43 or 46 or something. But I mean, for me, and I am you guys know I'm a movie snob. I just thought it should have done better. You know, I'm just kind of surprised.
Yeah,
it's
but
like a 6.5 on IMDb, so I mean, it's kind of got the love there. Yeah. Like,
but David, your generation didn't go see it, or else it would have done.
Yeah.
Better.
I know.
They were doing cocaine and playing bass in Miami.
42% on Rotten Tomatoes. What it's got, so
I don't look at it as a 42% film at all.
I don't either.
Yeah. So, but again, it's just my opinion.
I think 42 is a little high.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's also talk about the other great role in this was that girl from Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Roadhouse. Mike's wife.
Yeah.
It was a lot different. Like in Roadhouse, she was very mousy and very like.
She was annoying almost.
But in this one, she kind of has this sternness about her.
She's better in this.
Yeah,
I thought that also. I was definitely comparing the two roles that the only two roles that I know.
The other one.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah,
it's like I can tolerate her in this movie. She's not just a fucking.
No, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's really awesome. Yeah.
I like how she's at the local meeting, whatever, at the church, and she's just like, "Yeah, that Mike really is a piece of shit, isn't he?"
She's like,
"I can't stand that motherfucker."
That's because she's fucking Dallas. They forgot to put that.
I don't like that.
They forgot to put that.
It's probably true.
Little plot point in the scene.
But also, dude, Dallas was fucking Miss Pratt also. So I'm just saying.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dallas got around, bro.
Well, anything else about this movie you guys want to say before we get to recommendations? All right, let's recommend it. Let's work down the line. David, do you recommend the movie?
I recommend just watching the scene in the spaceship. How's that?
Yeah, I agree. Javi, what do you think? Recommend the whole movie or not?
No, don't waste your time. Listen, if you have any type of hating kink, this movie's gonna figure it out. And you're gonna like really watching that shit with some very weird questions for yourself. What am I into? What is going on with me? Why do I want to explore this? So yeah, like David, watch that one scene. You'll enjoy it. You'll discover something about yourself, and you're gonna walk away an almost better person. Not whole, but just a little bit better.
Right on. Jay, do you recommend the whole movie or just the scene?
No. I recommend the whole movie. You gotta get your Schaefer in. You gotta get your Greg in. You gotta get your Berg in.
Your Matlock.
Gotta get you some Garner. I mean, yeah,
Brett Maverick.
The original. You gotta. It's I almost kind of wish that like instead of James Garner, I would have really loved to see like Tommy Lee Jones play that part.
Oh my god!
Just the way he's like the way he was in The Fugitive, like. So if you remember his
character, you boys are trying to tell me
turnover outhouse, UFO house.
Dude, No Country for Old Men. Do his exact character from No Country for Old Men.
That's what I think James Garner was going for, honestly. If you like, yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah, because he like at the end he's like, I tell you what, if I find out they're bullshitting, I'll be back. Okay,
Jay. From Montana.
Okay.
From the North Pole.
Question before we get to, we didn't discuss this at all. Is this real?
No.
Oh, all right. Let's finish recommendations and talk about that.
Okay, sorry.
Jake, recommend it. You recommended it to us.
Yeah,
but you recommend
I'd recommend it. Especially if you don't know anything about it and you're like into UFO shit and abductions and aliens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen it at this point.
If you're into UFOs and shit, you probably it's probably on your watch list.
Yeah.
Ethan, do you recommend it?
Well, if you're into suffocating like Javi, or if you're into teenage probing like David, then you'll really enjoy this movie. But if you're a normal human being, then no, just watch the 10-minute.
Oh, you're normal. Normal.
No, he meant to say boring, not normal.
Oh, well, you know what? They're like one and the same.
Either way, it's a no for me, dog.
It's a no. I'm gonna say.
Quote Randy Jackson.
Yeah, I did. Choke on it, Hobbs.
I just needed to make sure that I heard what I heard.
That's no for me, dog.
All right. I'm gonna say I recommend the movie if you're in the mood for a mystery, or if you really got to be in the mood for a 1993 movie to watch this whole thing. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I like the probe scene. I think it's great. I think the practical effects are amazing. I love the idea that the gray aliens are just suits. The baby Groots come out and they do their thing. But at the same time, that all practical is cool, but you got to really be. I really did enjoy the murder mystery aspect of it while I was watching it, but there's no way I'd watch it a second time. I'm just going to go with the probe scene. That's where it's at. So I recommend watch it if you're in the mood for a 1993 movie. You really got to be in
time. That specific mood, though.
What's that?
Who the hell gets that specific mood? Like, hey, honey, I'm in the mood to watch something from 1993.
I think you have to be in a very specific mood to watch fucking Biohunter.
Whoa! Hey. Shots fired again on the anime.
Oh, back.
Do it, Hobbs. I like that face you made. You're like,
that was cute.
That was pretty good. All right. Is it real? Go down the line. Jessup, do you think it's real? Did it really happen or no? Was it
okay? So can I give you my dissertation because I can't give you a quick answer. I am fascinated by conspiracy theories because a lot of times conspiracy theories become true. Majority of them are not true, and this is why. Because in order for a conspiracy theory to happen, and especially the bigger it is, you've got to have a shit ton of people who never spill the beans. Right. And one of the hardest things that is for humans to do is to keep a fucking secret.
Right.
So the more people involved in a conspiracy, the harder it is for me to believe that it actually happened, which is why stuff like MK Ultra comes out, because you have a bunch of people that knew about it. So with this one, and I didn't realize this, that there was 8 total or 7?
7 total in real life.
And 8
including it.
7 including Travis.
Okay, so 8 total, half from 1975 had to have kept this secret. And not only those 8, but their wives and girlfriends, because those dudes probably eventually told somebody the truth. So for that reason, I kind of believe that it happened, because the reason for it to be fake is for what? A hoax, to make money, right? I don't think these dudes really made a shit ton of money. Maybe Travis did. I think Travis does UFO conventions and shit like that. But it's not like these dudes are living in LA or New York and living the life because they all jumped in on this conspiracy. So I tend to believe it. So there it is.
And he seems to not like the film version of it from the stuff I've watched. He seems to really disregard it and feel like they did it disjustice to the story. So, I mean, he probably made money off it. Obviously, he wrote the book that it's based upon. But at the same time, like, he seems like he's like, I want the truth out there, and I still search for the truth. And he also
claimed 7 other guys. They didn't get any money.
I mean, right? You're 100% right. Like they say, the way to get away with a murder is never involve anyone else. This is the same scenario. Like the second you involve a friend with covering up something or burying a body, you've already screwed yourself, because eventually that person's going to out it. So,
so who here thinks Ducky's murdered somebody?
Javi, do you believe it's real or no? No, why not?
No. First of all, I got a brain. I'm capable of critical thinking.
Gonna bite my tongue.
Listen, that is not a shot at me. That is just an accurate description of me.
So you're saying you don't believe in aliens at all, though?
I believe in UFOs. I really do. As far as like,
you think UFOs are sentient? Like there's nobody piloting them? Like they are just their own thing?
I don't know.
Is batteries not included? Like your favorite alien?
Transformers.
More a Johnny Number 5 kind of guy.
Oh my God!
He was built by the government.
But my favorite alien movie is Batteries Not Included, because I fucking love that movie.
Holy shit! Did I nail it? I was joking.
Andy every fucking day, bro.
I was joking. He's right. I nailed it.
He's right.
I don't believe that story one bit. I just think they just got a little bit bored and started telling some tales out of school, and they probably didn't want to get arrested for wasting all those police time and their fucking energy, those resources. Oh fuck, I don't want to go to jail. Let's just keep this hush hush.
Like, he really was missing for 5 days.
But here's the other thing: is that here's another thing that the movie glaringly chooses to not portray right, is that when Travis got abducted, he was 18 years old.
Oh shit, really?
He was born in 1957 and the movie is supposed to take place in 1975. I'm no math major, but But instead they get fucking 30 something, the entire B cast, the 30 something to play it. So I think like that very first choice, I think already puts the movie on a slope to not disaster, but it's already staked and somewhat of a deception. Because
Right.
he was 18 years old when this happened to him, but they instead they're like, no, you're going to be 30 in this movie. When
But
the
do you
reality was
believe-
he was 30 when the movie, he was 30 something when the movie came out.
But okay, so that's a casting choice. But do you believe the story?
Do you believe the story, Jay? What do you think? Jay's a skeptic by nature. He really is.
No, I'm not.
I think.
Question.
And that's the thing. I am a skeptic by nature. It takes a lot. But if I just look at it from the whole idea of the conspiracy, having to have all those people
play along with you.
Play along with it since 1975. And when they don't have financial gain, the Loch Ness Monster thing, they came out that was fake. The Bigfoot picture, it came out finally that it was fake. And those were only like 2 people involved. You know, eventually someone squeals. And
the whole tower topples.
Yeah. So Jay, what do you think?
I think a good acid moonshine trip could have.
Dude, I literally just wrote that down. Look at that. Acid I think it's a bad acid trip is what happened. I think this guy disappeared, became a werewolf in the woods, got adopted by aliens. I'm disappearing now. And then he just decided that they were going to make it up. And maybe it could be a group thing where they all took a little acid and he disappeared. And they're like, let's make up this fucking alien story.
I mean, there is something called group psychosis.
Yeah,
which is a real thing.
Very real.
You know?
Very real. So Jay, you think it could have been some drugs that were in play here?
I really couldn't. I couldn't give you a definitive answer. I'm gonna waffle. You can call me Ego.
Jake, what do you think? Is it real or is it not real? I know that you're also skeptic.
Yeah, I'm leaning with David on his theory also about the conspiracy being tight-lipped this entire time, no slip-ups, no nothing. And
it's impossible.
Exactly what
18-year-old men keeping a secret.
Yes.
For 18 years.
Right.
Which is why I can believe the group psychosis, because if they believe it to be real, it's
then
easier.
it is.
Yeah, there it is.
It's the story that they remember, but
yeah,
I don't think that's the case, honestly, because I think one of them would have slipped in the first few days. Like, we did some acid out
the first hot chick.
Yeah.
I mean, give you anything. There you go. I'll see some aliens.
Well, whatever it is, they all believe it happened. Even if it didn't happen, they as a group believe it did happen.
Right.
I mean, acid and chainsaws do not mix. I think it's a terrible idea. Ethan, you are a pragmatic, is that the right word? Yeah, person. You're a very logical person. Do you think that this happened or no?
I think there's got to be some other sort of explanation for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Weather balloon rape? Were they raped by a weather balloon?
Sure.
Some swamp gas reflected off the lights of Venus.
Lights, speakers. It was
fucking anus. That's how it goes. Yes, don't be wandering around the woods.
I don't know the whole story outside of the movie itself, so I can't really weigh in on that too much. But
boring.
Well, yeah. The others have said that throughout the entire cast, Avi. Thank you for your valuable 2 cents.
I'm so nervous about
double down on that.
I'm so scared about showing the clips because Hobbs is just going to be in heaven whenever we get to the.
Oh yeah, dude.
If you start to see my hand go down south,
it's going there.
Ignore my square. Because chances are I'm doing a little bit of this and a whole lot of that. I'm going to be doing it all.
Mute yourself.
We don't ask that you leave. We just ask that you mute.
Hobby, what
play that clip again.
What name did you give your fleshlight?
I don't actually have a fleshlight.
Oh, bro. Oh, bro. You have not you have not lived, my friend. Okay, who's chipping in? Okay, we're getting you.
I got 10 on it.
Okay, we're getting you. But as a group, we all go shopping together with Avi so he can pick it out. So he needs to pick it out, but we'll all chip in. We'll do a live cast. I know the guys over at Sarah's Secrets. I get really good discounts there.
Which one? There's one on Mars. I mean, I've heard.
Jay, all of them.
I don't have an ID there. 231766. I don't. I said I don't.
This is out of control. We're out of control at this point. All right, we're going to clips. That's all I'm going to say. You guys
Fire in the
go on to
sky.
clips.
Thank you.
Fire in the holes.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. Can everyone see the clips?
You better name your flashlight DB Sweeney. I swear
That's
to God.
right.
Oh God.
Maniac
DP.
Driver.
DB Sweetie.
DP Sweeney.
I'm trying so hard to
Hey,
get out.
look, clips.
Maniac Driver.
Hold on. Those of our listeners that are watching right now or listening, please give us some recommendations for flashlights for Javi.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Maniac Driver.
See, you took the joke and just
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
killed it.
That's all right. Nothing a little Bondo can't fix.
Sticking to the story.
We're sticking to the story.
Are they?
No matter how rough it gets.
Other story.
Understand?
That's a rape innuendo, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Craig Schaefer really does play. Like, that is some cultural appropriation right there.
Yeah.
Fake out. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was a great close encounters.
Little fake out. That's like
The $20 special effect.
That was genius,
it works
man.
though. It worked.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Don Knotts.
I don't want any misinterpretations.
Don
Just make
Balloon
a
Knot.
clear record of everything you tell us.
Well, we already told that Barney Fife of a deputy everything we know.
Burn, sick burn.
Burn so sick. Burn
All
so
right.
sick.
All right, what was the deal with this girl giving him free donuts? Was this his side chick? What's the story here?
Everybody loved Travis. And if he's supposed to be 15 or 18, she's probably like fucking 10.
That's his wife. That's not the girl who eventually becomes his wife, right?
No. That's a
No.
different girl.
Another
He
thing
gives-
I meant.
He gives those donuts to the girl that becomes his wife.
A different 10-year-old. Got it.
Yeah. Yes.
Arguing.
Yes.
One day without you two girls fighting, please.
Shut up, Dave. No, hey, knock it off, man. Hey, you knock it. No, you knock it off, Dallas.
You just assume my jitter, Dave.
Come on, man. This is a good
And
song.
can we talk about Peter Berg looking like the model for the American Gothic right here?
Oh, he
Tell me y'all-
wasn't.
tell me
Also,
y'all
wait,
see it.
don't move, don't change that clip.
What?
Is that DB Sweeney? Doesn't he look like Paul Rudd right there?
He does
A
look like
little
Paul
bit,
Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Looks
Paul
like
Rudd.
Rudd.
No, Paul Rudd looks like DB Sweeney.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Who's older?
Paul Rudd can time travel, so
By the way,
same age.
Paul Rudd is an example of that. We are living in a simulation.
What?
He hasn't aged. He hasn't aged in 40 years.
Oh,
Those
that's
are
what you
just
meant.
good genes, bro. He's just super good looking.
Yeah, he wears Guess.
Okay, name your fleshlight, Paul Rudd.
Oh, I'll be down with that.
A little chainsaw fight.
Into the blade. Gonna have a chainsaw fight.
Chainsaw fight.
They've been cool if they'd used those chainsaws to fight the aliens. Then we got
Motherfucking chainsaw.
Oh,
That's
that-
a movie.
that's a
I'd
whole
pay
Take
for
my
that
money.
movie.
Take my money.
Dude,
I'd
if
pay
Travis
for that.
Walton was lying, he would have added that shit in. Like, that's too good. It's like, oh yeah, I was a lumberjack. I was fucking chop these motherfuckers up while I was
I'm a
in the
lumberjack baby.
spaceship.
I mean, if they were gonna Hollywood up his story, they could have at least just thrown that in there.
Exactly.
Oh, and here I am on their operating table, and oh look, a chainsaw. I mean,
my
an alien
trusty
chainsaw.
I was a lumberjack for a year and a half, guys. No lie.
Hey, really?
Shit.
Wait, what?
At the University of Stephen F. Austin. I sure was.
Were you really?
That was our mascot. We were the lumberjacks.
Abduction.
It's so pretty.
I don't know. I just jumped out of the truck for some reason.
That kind of looks like a nipple, doesn't it?
Stop on the teeth.
Looks like a nursing dog's nipple.
That's specific.
That is wildly specific.
God, that hat on Peter Berg is ridiculous.
It is.
He's the different one of the group.
He's the one of the group that reads poetry.
Roll him up.
Right. He went shopping at J. Crew and got that.
Baby bro.
Where's my brother, Mike? What'd you guys do with him?
Look, Dan, take it easy.
Back off, Whitlock.
Take it easy.
If anything happened to my baby bro, I'm holding you
What's
personally
that beard,
responsible.
bro?
Yeah, I was wondering that also. That's like a true definition of a neck beard.
He kind of looks
It's like
like
he's got a-
Ethan Suplee now
He
that he's
does.
lost all
No,
the weight.
he does. Yeah, there's one scene where they show him in the church, and he looks exactly fucking like him whenever he's sitting on the pew. He was one of the drill instructors in Jarhead. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wormsworth says budget Paul Rudd / Josh Brolin chainsaw fight.
I'm down.
Oh, yeah, I like
Get
that.
it,
I like
Greg.
that idea. That's
Write
good.
it now.
Yeah, seriously.
UFO nerds.
Well, we just wanted to let
That
you
guy was
know
the
that.
bad guy in the first Indiana Jones movie, wasn't he? Oh, my bad. That's Stephen
Hello,
Hawking.
Fräulein. Yeah, those guys were a bit. Those guys were a bit comical.
It would have been really badass right then if the guy said maybe you'll need some help from afar.
They called him
Yeah!
Stephen Hawking.
Say what?
Fight.
Did you call him Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, it's like Stephen Hawking. Never mind.
Stephen Walking.
Even Walking Dead.
Look at this.
God
look
damn
at
it.
Mike dressing up as Han Solo going to a costume.
What is like Craig Schaefer looks like Joseph from King of the Hill.
All right, Mike. Come on. All right. All right.
Just fucking get over with.
Yeah, seriously. Let's just get in power, get gay together.
All right, Alice, just be there.
Church speech.
I miss Travis. Just like you. I miss him bad. I wish we had him back.
It looks so
I wish
guilty.
I knew.
I cried my tears.
Holy shit, is that Powder with glasses back there?
But that's out of my hands. And so is what you think of me. We've been telling you the truth since the
And he
beginning.
points a fucking glass needle
We're ready
comes
to
out.
prove it. We'll take your damn lie detector test. You set it up. We'll be there. You go ahead.
All right.
If any of you got anything to say about me or my crew,
Do it online.
say it now. And you say it to my face.
That's what I thought, pussies.
Or the chat room. Wait, it's 93. We don't have chat rooms yet.
Yeah.
It's 75.
Oh yeah, 75.
Just in case
Lie
anyone
detector.
forgot.
I'll see you down at the rec center.
Were you born
my
in
God.
Corona, New
Here
Mexico?
we go.
Yes.
Are you currently single?
Yes.
He lying.
Sure. White.
Is your sister Drew Barrymore?
Face around front.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you.
Some of it's white.
Yes or no?
Do you jack off twice a day?
Jesus, that question's from Jesus.
Will you one day invent the fleshlight? Yes.
Hey, you know what? I don't deserve this kind of treatment.
I'm a naughty lumberjack. No lie detected.
God damn it, guys.
Collect
Ethan,
calls.
Hey, then don't choose a movie that has anal probe raping in it. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come
I'll
on.
do
Your
my
fault,
best next
Ethan.
time.
Jesus.
I'm just glad this wasn't my pick.
I'm literally crying right now. It was the beep beep beep. I collect calls.
Yeah, who is this?
I have a collect call from Travis Wall. Will you accept the charges?
Just hang up the phone.
No, I think it might be David Spade. He used 1-800-COLLECT.
Wouldn't it be great if she did hang up the phone? The movie just ends.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked?
This is the
Everything's
naked.
pilot for that show, actually.
Hey, Dana's right here.
Here's your bitch.
Hey, here's my hot young sister.
I thought that was
I
Ethan
thought that was
screaming.
good acting.
He kind of looks like Michael Biehn when he goes back in time in the first Terminator. He's just kind of all hunched over.
Michael Biehn?
Yeah,
And all,
kinda.
Michael Biehn, yeah. And like all cut and ripped and sweaty. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, David. Did you want to go into a little more detail there?
No, I was just.
I'm just saying,
movie,
Michael
bro.
Biehn.
I'm just saying, I love Michael Biehn.
David, you can't talk.
I mean, Michael Biehn.
Michael Bone, whatever.
David, you can't talk about Michael Biehn that way and then also say you hate The Abyss. The two
Michael,
don't match.
flick my bean.
Oh, listen, I will say this about The Abyss. Michael Bihn's the best part of it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet he is.
Yeah.
When you watch The Abyss and
Ed Harris was pretty
watch
good,
your,
but Michael Biehn is fucking
you
great.
use your flashlight, what do you think of Michael Biehn?
No,
Is your flashlight named Michael Biehn?
No,
he's got to
it's
flick
named-
the. He's got to
named
flick the
T2.
man bean to Michael Biehn.
It's
Michael
named
Bone.
T2, bro.
Nerd jerks.
Mr. Walton,
No, my flashlight is named Alf.
Look at that hat. Holy shit.
how
Hey,
many
Hey,
Look
you
at
know what?
UFO.
We just found our friend. Let's call these UFO guys.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking weird.
That's enough, mister.
So was that hat.
That's enough, mister.
Autograph.
They look like they were good for fucking Jay Peterman.
Autograph?
Autograph?
Yeah, you're
Autograph?
so
What is autograph?
You know, he had the same delivery when he said spacesuit. When he saw the spacesuits, it was almost like they were like, "Okay, we need to cue the audience that these are spacesuits." So DB, just say spacesuits. Think of that scene where you said autograph. Do the same kind of cadence.
Okay.
Dude, this is what Keanu Reeves based his entire career off of, and that's why it goes together with the Matrix. He's like, oh,
It all comes together. It's all tied together. We are in a simulation.
I knew it.
He's
Cocoon. All right, we're getting into the good stuff.
Cocoon.
Cocoon. I don't know. I might have spelled it wrong.
You did.
Well,
My bad.
okay, Javi, get it out, Javi. Let's go.
fuck yeah.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the
reach
fucking
down.
side
Oh,
of
look,
the-
that's what he's doing.
The side of the cocoon there looks like it has fucking pads and traces, like from a
Oh,
fucking
Duck, come
electronics
on,
board.
bro.
And shit.
Why'd you cut it off right there?
You gotta be fast. Hey, if you had a fleshlight, you'd be finished by now.
Yep.
Just try, I gotta
That's
get
true.
flashlight.
That's a good title.
Fizzy lifting drinks.
Oh yeah,
For a
that's
flashlight, please,
genius.
Yeah, if he would have just burped, he would have been all right. Good thing I got this umbilical cord type thing. Oh shit.
Oh, it's so creepy. Here's that shot, man.
Grandpa
Fucking
Joe.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Not so lucky. It's Willem Dafoe. It looks just like him.
Yeah, right. That was the sergeant in
Dude,
Platoon.
man, the set design in this is
So
fucking
that's what
awesome.
happened to the Green Goblin.
Well,
Yep,
you know where all
there
the
it
fucking money went.
Don't tell Harry.
Yeah. Went to Peter Berg's hat.
That was fucking Elias from Platoon.
Oh,
Spacesuits. I love that though. I do. I think it's great.
What's inside of it though?
Spacesuit. Is there an autograph inside the spacesuit?
That one back there was just a space shoot.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that he's not yelling at any of these aliens at any point. It's like, get the fuck away from me, or anything
Yeah.
like that. He just screams the entire time. He doesn't really talk whenever he's on the ship.
He's so terrified he can't talk.
Well, he's a simple boy.
Right? Yeah, I mean, he did jump out of the truck to go look at the fucking thing underneath.
Ready
That
for
was
the-
like the most white people shit thing he did.
It's not gonna hurt me. I think they want to talk.
If you watch like deleted scene right after that, he adopted a dog. Like immediately went to adopt the dog and
We
started
found
an
a dog while
Instagram.
we were filming.
Yeah, we
It was
rescued
great.
it. We rescued it.
It had a tag on it, but that's besides the point.
And now it has its own Instagram page.
Probe. Ready for it. Oh, it's happening.
Shit.
Oh, that's
That
so
they don't-
rapey, man.
They don't
So
take his
uncomfortable.
underwear off though.
Well, you never say
Don't
it's
see him
happening unless
take
it's
his
rape.
underwear off.
Oh.
Oh, dude, Javi was like so drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look, they fucking drilled that shit into him.
I
There it
want
is,
that
Ethan.
machine. That machine is so fucking cool.
It's like some Dr. Satan.
It does look
It's
like
all-
Dr. Satan.
It also looks like a Nine Inch Nails video that was uncut.
Right.
Oh, Apex Twin.
Yeah, Apex Twin. Oh my god. Good call, Javi.
The
Oh my god,
end?
that fucking movie. That video was insane.
Why'd you
Like,
bring me?
Brokeback Mountain. They fuck after this, right?
I like that his beard's
That's why you
long,
got a fucking station wagon.
just to show that time had passed.
Had a decent night's sleep since
What was that, Javi?
I like the fact that fucking Michael Patrick's beard is longer, just to show that time had passed.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. It's
Did you
gotta
say
be-
Michael Patrick?
Whatever his name is. I call him
2.5
Michael-
There are way too many
Patrick.
actors in this movie with two first names. Patrick Hendry, Michael Patrick, Henry Thomas, Jimmy James.
I saw you.
Who's Michael Patrick?
Or Robert Patrick. though.
I can't quit you.
Dude, fucking don't tell my heart. My achy breaky heart. I just don't think it'll understand. You know what
Listen, I'm gonna take your T-shirt and put it in a closet, and then every now and then open up to look at it.
I wish I could quit you, DB.
Every time somebody catch me, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm just coming out of the closet.
I don't think they like me.
Remember that time we ate baked beans and we butt fucked?
I like it, DB. That's what it is. I like it, DB.
I don't
I
think
like
they
it,
like
DB.
me.
I like you a lot.
Well,
Oh, that was fun.
that's the clips, and I'm drunk. Somehow it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I started drinking, so I had a good time playing those and listening to you guys fucking roast them. The movie, like I said, watch the abduction scene. We got to do some recommendations real quick if I can get them loaded up. Son of a bitch. So the first recommendation will be pause for time. Oh god damn it! It's called trying to make the screen work. The first recommendation will be this movie, which is called Signs. Does everyone remember Signs from back in the day? M. Night.
Oh, yeah.
Ding dong.
Joaquin
What?
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joe Quinn.
Yes.
Doesn't this have
I'm-
Little Miss
Yeah.
Sunshine in it?
Little
the
Miss-
thing that I like
Abigail
about
Breslin.
this movie is because if you look at it as he's the preacher,
Mhm.
and he's constantly blessing the holy water, and the aliens are demons the entire time. It makes more sense.
Dude,
As
dude.
opposed to the aliens coming to the fucking
Woo.
earth that is crazy. Like, that's your fucking 70%, 90% of the world is fucking water, whatever it is.
Yep.
Like, those are the dumbest aliens ever. But if they're demons,
The
like sent
demons.
from a portal from hell, and he's
Bro.
got holy water fucking everywhere, and he's blessing them, and they're getting burned by it.
Yep. That's 100% what's happening. You know what's so fucked up is when I was a kid, I borrowed from the church library a VHS tape that was about UFOs. And I've told you and Javi about this before, Jake.
Yeah.
And that was what scared me about it, was the entire thing was UFOs. And at the end, they're like, but what if the aliens were demons, interdimensional creatures from another,
Like
you know,
fucking
plane?
Doom.
And dude, I freaked the fuck out. That's why aliens scare me so much, because I do believe they might be demons. I 100% do believe that.
Really?
So, yeah, dude, I'm not normal.
Okay, all right. In this thought process you have,
Uh-huh.
why would God give the intelligence to the demons enough to like disprove his existence and intergalactically time travel and travel faster than the speed of light? Why would he gift them with that and not his actual creation?
Because God doesn't gift it. The
God,
devil
what are
does.
you talking about
Yeah.
God. There's a great
God doesn't gift it,
programmer
man.
who puts in fucking new
Thank you,
DLC
code.
every
It's
fucking
code, yes.
time. Yeah, dude.
It's a DLC.
It
Plus,
really
also,
is.
God lost a fantasy football bet. So that's what he had to do. He had to.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, well now you got to kill half the planet.
And you got to do an open mic set at Hyenas. But bring a whole bunch of people and we'll put you on the
No,
early
no,
block.
I'm killing half the planet. I am not doing stand up, motherfucker. That's my one bugaboo.
Next recommendation will be the movie Arrival. Fucking awesome.
I fucking love this movie. It's
Yeah.
so good.
It's pretty good.
I don't see Charlie Sheen anywhere. So what do you
Right,
got?
that's the best one. That's
You're right.
What is-
You're
what is
right
this-
with the
What is
bow-legged
this
aliens.
pretender to the throne?
Oh, it's
I-
Lois Lane and Hawkeye.
As far as it goes, when it comes to alien movies and like just a real classy fucking great watch, this movie stands up. It just it's so fucking good.
Amazing
And
sound design. The sound.
Oh
design
yeah,
is
and just the
phenomenal.
alien design,
And
dude.
almost
The
almost
concept
as
for
boring
communication
as
also.
Fire in the Sky. So if you're looking to be bored, you will have a field day not having a field day.
I will. It took me 7 viewings to get through it, but it was amazing. It was so good.
Probably the best sleep I ever got in 2015 was trying to watch Arrival, which is a compliment. I'm not
Final recommendation.
I've got one more after you, Duck.
I think everyone knows Earth Girls Are Easy.
Okay, now
And,
we're talking. Now we're
If you're
talking.
gonna watch an alien movie, you've got to watch Earth Girls Are Easy.
Jim Carrey, baby.
Jim Carrey,
Girls Are
Jeff
Easy.
Goldblum, and
Damon
who is it?
Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
David
Gotta
Wayans.
watch
Nice.
100%.
I gotta
Ethan, have you ever seen this movie?
I have not. That
You're
looks
missing out, good scene.
insane.
Good
It
sir,
is.
you are
It's
missing out.
very fucking insane.
Dude, Jeff Goldblum, like this is probably one of his most attractive movies.
I'm not
Where
gonna
he-
lie.
You know what I mean?
Every movie
I'm
Jeff
with you.
Goldblum is in. Fuck you, dude. Even the
He's always killing it.
I got a wreck though.
All right, go ahead.
How are you gonna have all those '80s aliens movies, and they're pretty fun? How can you not have explorers in the mix?
You're right. I fucked up. You
Which
know what?
actually, I think one of the
Ethan
Bradley
Hawke and
Gray.
River Phoenix.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bomb movie. I dig that. Ethan, what was your recommendation?
Let me share a screen real
Mac
quick
and
here,
me.
Ducko. Definitely
if I
Mac
can-
and me.
Speaking of Paul Rudd,
Go ahead,
Mac
Ethan.
and me.
All right,
Jesus
perfect.
Christ.
This will be real quick here, fellers. I'm gonna put it up here
Pray.
so everyone can see it. This is a game recommendation, just kind of following the whole alien theme. I immediately thought of it from the probe scene at the end, especially where he has the needle going through the eye. That plays a huge part in this game. Essentially, there's all of these shape-shifting aliens and stuff that overtake
clip?
a space station. You should be seeing it. If not, I'll show it to y'all in a minute. The stream is seeing it. But you basically are in this space station that's been overtaken by these shape-shifting aliens and have to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. What stream is seeing right now, that's from the Moon Crash DLC that came out.
Oh, I remember this. I remember hearing about this.
It's a fuck ton of fun. If you haven't seen it, haven't played it, it's been out for a while, but it's fucking awesome.
So is it first person or third person?
It's all first person. So
Okay.
It's like they live in space.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Kinda, but it's a lot of fun. So that's my recommendation for sure.
Cool.
Right on. All right, David, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me on Facebook at Stop Motion Nightmares. You can see my creepy stop motion videos. And on the Instagram, you can find me at Children of Dave.
Right on. And you can find us at wearepodcast.podbean.com. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Tomorrow we will be recording with Micah Brown doing some weird news. I cannot wait to do that. Also, you can find We Are Bagu, a video game podcast where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Reverend Ethan Eastwood breaking down some video game lore. We just did Super Mario Brothers today. That shall be coming out this week. Also, we have Heroes Gyros, a Dungeons and Distraction side quest. We play some D&D. And you can find us every Monday here for Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past at 8 p.m. Central Time live on Twitch. Please head over to any of the social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. Check out the WAP and reviews. And I will be Twitch streaming every day at 11 a.m. Central Time. So come check it out, except for tomorrow. I got plans tomorrow. But other than that, 11 a.m. Central Time, we will be Twitch streaming. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for being here and talking Fire in the Sky with me. I am drunk, so I'm very excited about that.
Fire in your butt.
I'm telling you right now, Javi had a good time because he looks. Javi, what is that look of contentment? Oh, those clips got you. Good
Yeah, I just I pretty much got a daycare on my stomach. Right.
God damn it! I need to.
All right, with that